Hello everyone, welcome back to another My 7 Night Guide. And this one I'm doing a video on awakening weapons and awakening hero as well. So I'm going to talk all about awakening. I know I briefly mentioned it also on my lot of awakening videos, but I didn't mention the awakening weapons and etc. because it wasn't gonna come out in global in a while. So, but I know a lot of you guys also play in Korean version as well. So I decided why not, make a video on it. So let's go right to it. Let's look at heroes first. I think that will be much easier. So in order to awaken characters, there are a couple requirements. Number one, it has to be a 6-star. That's pretty obvious. And then number two, they have to be at least +5. So that if you have +4, +3, it's not gonna work. It has to be +5. And then after that, you guys can upgrade them more or plus them more and things like that. But has to be +5. So if you guys can see, I've already saved up my, where is it, Espada as +5. I didn't have her before. Unfortunately, I didn't get her in like a 5 or 6 stars, so I didn't really get to make her into 6-star. But fortunately, I got it finally, so I made her into +5 just in case the next one is going to be a Espada for the Awakening. And I'm working on my Nia. So this is a Nia costume that I have. It reminds me of a Baymax. So here's the Nia, and she looks really the robot looks really great on the cover page, so I'm very excited for that as well. So as you guys can see, it's +4, so I'm working on it to make her awaken her if it comes out as well. So that's that. Next, you need at least 300,000 gold, because that's how much you have to pay when you awaken your heroes. Then lastly, you need the fragment of destructions. Now it's on the top right corner. I have 175. Now you guys can obtain these mainly through a daily dungeons. And on the top, you guys can also see how many fragment of destructions you guys can get. If you do it in the easy, you get 4. If you do it in a normal, you get 7. And if you do it in a hard, you get 10. And if you do it in a hell mode, you get 15. Now, it's 5 difference from hard to hell mode. So that's one of the reason why I ask you guys to awaken Lee if possible first, so that you guys can get more fragment of destruction and then awaken more of your guys. So that's that. Or if you guys also want to get it through another way, you guys can go ahead and also purchase it through the topaz as well. And topaz, you guys can get it through a variety of ways as well. So those you guys can check it out, as well as if you spend cash, they give you like also some topaz as well. So that's one of the main ways to probably get it, unless there's some events like they had for like a Christmas, they handed out like a fragment of destruction and things like that. That was really nice. But mostly, mainly though, you get it through the daily dungeons. So here's some of my awakened heroes that I have, including Evan, Lee, Zeke, Shane, Luri. Also, I have like Karin, Felista, and things like that. So I have multiple of them, and this was all because I awakened Lee first, so that I can do the hell mode and then get more fragment of destruction and things like that. Now, if you guys go onto the encyclopedia at least for the Korean version, you guys can see there's so many different awakened heroes, and also you guys can also see that some of them in the future that might be coming out. So So here's some like Nox that I really want to get. I'm hoping to get it soon as well. And some of the other ones. So that was the main way of getting a Awakened Heroes. You guys can also check out my like a Shane or Zeke video for the animation for the awakening and the process and things like that. And the one of the ones that I recommend among the Awakened Hero, definitely the Lee as the first one. Just because, like I said, you could do the hell mode, and then now you guys can get it more. And also, it helps a lot in tower, dungeon, and things like that. So, Lee's definitely my number one choice first. Then, I loved the Evan Awakened form just because he looks so much better, as well as his armor and sword and everything just looks amazing. So, and with a level 40 and plus 10, he's really really tanky. And one another thing for the awakened hero is that anything above 5, you generally want to use your 6 stars, so it has a guarantee that you're gonna plus them, because after after 5, it has chance of demoting to the previous previous the power up. So it won't go below 5, it'll just stay at 5, but it could go up to 6 and then it will go back to 5 and things like that. So that's why you really want to use your 6 star. And even if you have like a useless 6 stars, you guys can save up and then use for the awakened heroes. Then Karin's just really awesome. Either way, you use it for her passive, for Chris Castle Rush. So she's really great. She's awesome healer. She's very tanky as well for a healer. 4,000. Healers generally, very squishy, but she's pretty tanky, and with some armor and things like that, she could last in an arena and things like that really well. As well as her awakened skill gives a AoE, revive, resurrect, so that's just really awesome in arena, tower, adventure, a lot of different places. Then I would recommend either choose Jupi or Shane for your main damage dealer, because they are just really really strong. I just prefer Shane because I had Shane for longer periods of time. I just got Jupi recently, and I just really like Shane in general, overall the character and her skills and things like that. So that's what I also recommend. And some of the other ones that are really highly popular right now is these two, the Chancellor and Luke. They both kind of in a way cancel each other, but their passive, like Rook's passive, gives immunity to 5 target AoE attacks for 2 turns. That just helps a lot and a lot in arenas. So that's why he's really good, as well as reduces the flat damage intake and things like that. So he's just really awesome, as well as Chancellor that went through like a major like a change outlook change, is also very strong in arena, as well as his one of his skill, removing a buff, helps in a lot of the adventure and tower and things like that as well. So that's some of the ones. If you guys also check out the top 0% like arena decks, they all have Rogue and Chancellor as well. So if you guys really want to focus on the arena, some of the ones are specifically for arena. Like for instance, Sylvia is pretty much for arena. Her ability to just come back after her death is just really really annoying, as well as Rook and Chancellor like I just talked about. And I think Luri also, lately I've been seeing her more after the awakening form because of her flat damage and her skill as well. And there are some other one like Felista is just very strong. It's kind of like if you guys play League of Legend, it's kind of like a Vayne. Every third hit that she does, it does flat 2,000 damage. And you guys can see that at her level 30 plus 5, she only has 1,400 life. So, most of them also, die. So, she's one of the very just kind of like arena-specific oriented character. But like you guys see, awakened heroes are generally stronger, but there are still a lot of other ones that still have better effect and things like that, even though they're still not awakened, and in the future they will be awakened, so don't worry. And let's get to awakening weapons. So weapons are pretty simple. You guys all know that in order to rank up the weapon, you need to make them, plus 5. So let's look, for instance, like a 5 star plus 5. If you want to rank up, it costs 100,000. Now, from that, if you want to make your 6 star into awakening, there's 2 different options. Now the first one, let me go with second one first, because I think it'll be easier. So the second one is that it costs 200,000, and from this you'll get a random stat as well as random the damage and things like that. For instance, for raid items, yeah. And the next one, so this one is more of rank up, while the first one, which is very expensive, but this is with a special event, usually it's like 1.2 mil, so it's really expensive. So a lot of people try to do them during these kind of like events when it's a little bit cheaper, like 400,000 cheaper, but it's still 800,000 is a lot. That's why a lot of people also, when they save up the rubies, later they purchase a money with a rubies as well. So you guys can see that it keeps my, for instance, this one a critical, and it just basically evolves it into a better one. It awakens into just exact same. And this is how most of them they do it, unless you have a not that good stat and you want to just rank it up. So there's 2 different options that you guys can go ahead and then awaken. So that's mainly it for the items. Same thing goes for a weapons and armors. And if you want to let's say plus one of your 6-star awakened item, if you use regular 6-star, it does 40%. If you do, let's see 5-star, 5-star, it only does 20%. So these do cost quite a lot if you want to make it into plus 5. So what also a lot of people do is, you guys can go ahead, and if you guys save up some topaz, go to a shop and go to a topaz and then purchase this one right here. You guys can also get these I think weekly, for the weekly quest by doing your arena. So you guys can also wait or spend 8 topaz, and then maximum you could purchase is 50. So you guys can go ahead and do that as well to plus the items. So that was like the mainly some of the things that you guys can, that awakening thing that came up after just the season 2. So we're still on season 2, although on the version is 4 point something. So that was some of the awakening tips and guides, how you guys do them if you guys many of you guys can't read Korean and things like that. So I hope this was informative and helped you guys. If you guys still don't get it, you guys can also comment and message me and things like that. But hopefully this answers most of your questions. So then until next time, see ya.